Hey everybody, I'm Jack, Mr. Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. This is kind of going to be take 2 on the recipe video, and it's different than what I did. I actually recorded a video yesterday, and I didn't use it because it wasn't a fail. Nothing's ever a fail. I ate it. It was good stuff, but it didn't work out right quite like I liked it. So I started over again today, and I will show you what I got here in just a second. I've just been getting these ideas for different recipes and different tastes and different things I wanted, but like I said in that video the other day, that tip one, it's very important to keep yourself satisfied. It's very important to come up with new stuff all the time. Not quite as important to me. I'm not going to fall off the rails or anything, but I like to eat too, so it's not like I'm not a machine. I can't just, every single day eat just utilitarian or just eat the same things. I like to come up with something new every once in a while. And I think we will accomplish 2 different things with this recipe. Number one, it's a new recipe for everybody. This is a very hearty recipe. And number 2, I think this is going to be an excellent one. I was talking about winter coming. I think this will be an excellent one during the winter because this is going to be a really dense one. And it's got fat in it. Now first, what we have here, and I marinated these this morning. These are portobello mushrooms. And first, I should say, all of you guys, every once in a while, I'll come up with a recipe or I'll say this or that, and you all keep recommending this Lissa to me, this Lissa somebody, Raw Food Romance. I'm a step ahead of you. I've been consulting her for ideas on recipes since before she even started her channel. We communicate on Facebook, and she's always kind enough. A lot of times I just need one ingredient. I got an idea of what I want, and I'll get in touch with her or somebody else, and she just helps me immensely. She's one of the people, she does very simple, her recipes, like all her recipe videos, they look all fancy and whatever, and her food looks fantastic. But what I like about it is it's simple. It's usually not a lot of ingredients, and it's not a bunch of steps. So for the people that don't know about Lissa's Raw Food Romance, I'm going to post her link down below, and I would highly advise you to go and check out her channel. She's the one that gave me the tip on this one. So what I did is I cleaned, sliced, and chopped up my portobello mushrooms. I chopped up, really finely cut some white onion in with that, and then I juiced about 3 or 4 limes. I put a little bit of Bragg's aminos. She recommended coconut aminos to me, but I don't have that, so I put a little bit of Bragg's aminos in there. I put a little bit of cayenne pepper, and I put some smoked paprika. She's the one that turned me on to this smoked paprika, and I'm loving it. And I'll let these marinate. Now, somebody's going to ask me about eating raw mushrooms, I will just refer you right away. Like, my best information that I get and the way I line up is you can search Brenda Davis Becoming Vegan. And she's got a section in Becoming Vegan and Becoming Raw. Or actually, no, that one's in Becoming Raw about toxicity and stuff of mushrooms. Basically, I think where she falls on it, or that's what I interpreted, is that it's probably not something you should eat all the time, but it's not something that's like forbidden or terrible. And by the way, these are marinated. I marinate mine. Number one, they're kind of cooked in 2 different ways. The citrus kind of cooks them themselves because I know that's what they use for ceviche down here. Plus, it was put, actually when I was taking sun, it was outside in direct sun. So this stuff was heated up pretty good. And then when I got out of my sun about 30 minutes later, I put it on my counter. So this has been marinating for at least 4 hours now. Now what this is, and there's a recipe, I've done this recipe before, this is basically what I use for my fake sushi. All it is I chopped up some cauliflower. This is my food processor. I chopped up some cauliflower and put in there. I put some red bell pepper in there. I put some lime juice in here. A little bit of turmeric, again. Just the slightest splash of Bragg's aminos. And then, I let the red pepper and the cauliflower mix. I don't know why, it just seems to come together better like that. I mixed those first, and then I scooped out my avocado. I put an avocado. That's what holds it together. That's what makes it nice and easy to roll when you do the wraps. So this is going to be a very hearty dish here. Now, the only thing I will mention is, if this was the perfect video and I had everything I wanted in here, I kind of envisioned this as being something, and I might recommend that to you making this recipe, I just don't have big leaves down here. This is the best I could find, was just these little romaine boats. It would be great, like a big old collard leaf or one of the bigger leaves, just to make almost kind of a big mock burrito type thingy out of this. But we make do with what we have, don't we? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up like this. This is going to be first. And then we're simply going to scoop some mushrooms and put on top of that. Now I'm going to keep this simple because I'm just kind of really looking forward to this. I haven't had mushrooms in a long time. Well, except for the ones that were in the experiment yesterday. You could do other things with this if you want to put some fresh stuff on top, but I think this is a nice little hearty meal all in itself. Like I say, if you had like a big wrap, you could put a bunch more of this stuff in there, and it would be a little bit, you could fold it all up nice and neat. It would be a little bit easier to eat, but I will just make, multiple ones of these. I'm going to eat the whole thing. I very seldom make stuff and leave. There's very little leftovers in my world. Yeah, if you wanted to get, there's not a whole lot of, like if you wanted to get, maybe I would suggest a salad or something with this, but I've tasted the mushrooms. Let's see what it tastes like together. I like it. This video is going to get posted today. I like it. I'm trying to think. I'm always, when I make a new recipe, I evaluate. I try to evaluate and think if there's anything I will do different the next time. I'm still going to tweak this a little bit. Maybe a little bit less brags, even though I didn't use a lot, a little bit less brags next time. But this is, like I say, this video is going to get posted today because this is worth it. Now, I won't post one if it doesn't taste good. Just like, hey, I had that one ready. I didn't even have to make a video today. I had the one from yesterday, and I just didn't feel good about that recipe. This one, I feel good about. Give it a try. You eat this during the winter, and okay, it's not hot. It's not hot, but you eat this during the winter, and you eat this whole thing during the winter, and I don't see how you're going to have any choice but to be satisfied. And even if you're not in the winter, you're going to be satisfied. I'm not in the winter. It's hot here, and I'm looking forward to mowing all of this down. Anyhow, hope you like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. And, if you make it, tell me what you think. And if you make any changes, tell me the changes you make. I'm always, I like that when a recipe just kind of evolves from person to person and even from time to time. I'll throw a different twist in next time I do it, whether it's in my marinade or whatever, but always different every time. Anyhow, you guys have a great day, and I love you. Peace.